Welcome back to Terminus Zombie Survivors, and welcome back to another challenge run I want to do. Now, in the end of the last season, we unlocked 3 new jobs, which we went over in detail at the end of the episode. This run is going to revolve around the driver, and the driver's mechanic of being able to drive cars for really low cost, and also to uncover everything on the map except for houses, Terminus. Every other location is all the other locations are already unveiled on the map. So let me set the run up and then I'll bring you back. And welcome back. So this is the run we're going to do. We're going to be using our driver. I've put these extra stat points into Dex, so he's going to be a very good crafter to craft weapons if we need to. A very good crafter to craft weapons if we need to. His skills are going to be thick skin, which reduces the chance of bleeding from zombie attacks just in case things go bad. I've put the coffee preference on there because I've only got a 1 point and I don't think I've ever used that one before, so I'll just use it on this run. Survival partner allows me to have an extra character. So on this one, I've selected Mandy, who is a soldier. Again, it's one we haven't played with yet. And on her abilities, because she has 18 points now because we're level 18, I'll give her petty theft. Locked doors and windows can be opened without tools. So basically, we haven't got to have an axe or a crowbar to get through, just in case we get unlucky. I've given a good stomach, so morale's decreased while eating, and that's her 18 points done. And I've given her 2 extra in health, so she'll get more AP now for having an higher health stat, and she's got 4 in strength, so she's going to be really good. I'm tempted to switch them 2 round. Yeah, I'm going to switch them round because she's a fighter. It's all about power. And on the soldier's combat abilities, which is the class skills, the level 1 is 50% extra melee attack, level 2 is 100% extra melee attack, and level 3 is 150% extra melee attack. And she does start with a fighting knife as well. Really good attacker. And again, it's not until the late game you're going to be using guns and stuff like that. You won't have enough ammunition at the start. So again, it's all going to be melee. So she's going to be our fighter. And then the passenger was going to be, what was the name? Mandy, the soldier. She's going to be the combat person. So anything that needs repairing, crafting, all the cooking will be done on Seth, who's the driver. And then we just got to hope we get a car early in the run. Also, I am going to do it on Apocalypse. So the resources are more scarce, and I'm doing it on permadeath. I like doing runs on permadeath. And we're going to start, and I'll bring you back when we load into the game. Okay, and we're into the game now. So it's got the same message as it normally has about the Terminus ending. Listen to a radio to find out where the Terminus is. If you look at the map, this is the driver's ability. Every location that isn't an house and which isn't Terminus is highlighted. So every library, every gas station, every fire station, every police station. Also, we know no train lines are on here and no tunnels. But we know Terminus always has a train line to it. So it can't be up here because there's no way a train line could go through any of this. So Terminus is most likely to be in this area here. So we've already got a good... Could it be right up in this corner? And again, it looks like there might be a train line coming up this side, and then a train line coming up here because that's where the blanks are. So I've got a feeling either Terminus is there or Terminus is there. Now, our dangerous places, not the best positions, because we're going to have to come up the left side and either go straight up left or go to the right. There could be a lot worse. So let's have a look what we've got around us. We've started over here this time. Normally we start down here. So what have we got around us? We have got a grocery store up to the right. Food is going to be very important, and clothing is going to become very important. We could go to the library for books. There's a fire station up there. It would be nice to go and visit that fire station. But I think our first priority is hopefully we can find a street map. If we can just search around us, because we need to link up a position from ours to another site just to cut down the AP cost of travelling. So I think we'll search this area, see if we find a book, but ideally I want to be heading straight north. Now, we are going to be doing a Terminus ending again, but there is an achievement for getting to Terminus in 3 days. If anybody is going to get there in 3 days, it's going to be the driver, because of the driver's ability to cut down the fuel cost. So we need to find a car early. If we find a car early, I think 3 days is possible, and that's what we're going to aim for. Okay, so let's get into the game. I've enough of my blabbering. So I'm going to control Seth first because Mandy's the fighter, just in case there can be zombies on the tile where you start. It is rare, but we are on Apocalypse and it seems to be a lot higher chance. So again, at the moment, we're just going to take everything. That is a door that could be going outside, or it could be another room. I am going to have to go and have a look. It's another room, so that's fine. It's a kitchen as well, which is more important because that's where we're going to get the food. Water early on is really good. I've lost runs because we've just not had the water to survive in the early game. And that's even better. Another water bottle, but 35 out of 40 in there. That's going to be good for a couple of days, then water is. So we've searched there, searched there. We will be picking up rags. Seth doesn't have much more to do, so what we're going to do is control Mandy now. We know that door goes outside because we can see the outside there. So that should mean the door on the left might be to another room. We are going to pick up wood because that is going to become very good secondary weapons for Mandy. Because that fighting knife, if it loses about 10% condition every single turn, because it is a poor one, we lose close to 10% condition attacking. So that knife is only going to last for about 10 turns, and it is poor durability, which isn't great. Be nice if we could start with an high durability weapon, but it is what it is. But it is going to be a good knife for the first couple of tiles. So I think the first time, again, you've got a drink there, that's good. Okay, what does that beer do for you? Gives you 6 morale, 2 hydration, 2 satiation. I'm going to use it next turn. I'll wait for, because 24 morale caps out at. I'll wait 2 turns and then we'll use that just to get your morale back up. We're going to send you to that door there. How much AP you gain next turn? You gain 12, so that's fine. We can pass the turn. See if any zombies come onto the tile. And we have got to plan a route out of here. We haven't got lucky in the street map. But again, we are playing on apocalypse difficulty, so resources are a lot scarcer. So I think we're going to be leaving out this side because that's where the grocery store is. Let's be on Seth. There is a way out of here. Now, Seth only gets 10 AP a turn, and Mandy gets 12 because she's got higher elf stat. The more elf you've got, the better AP you are. So what I'm going to do in this case, I'm going to put Steph right on that. I am going to get Mandy to open that door just to see if there's any resources or a car out this side. Again, cars make or break this run. Okay, nothing I can see. There's a stone down there, and there is a zombie there, but I'm not too worried. He can't get to me now. But again, a car will take up 6 spaces. So and again, I've never seen it right next to a house. It's always one away from the house. So there could be a car there, but it's very unlikely. But we are going to have to run around the houses to double check that, because again, a car can make or break this run. Okay, Seth, let's go through. We don't know what this place is. It's possibly going to be an house. Yep, another house, that's fine. And then Mandy, you've got to move up 1 to get through. Okay, Mandy, you can actually do something. What can Seth do? Seth can do stuff as well. Well, there's a kitchen there. Now, I don't know if I said it before, observation on Seth. So Seth is the one with the vision, and Mandy doesn't have any observation. So this is why I always want to lead with Seth. There's a zombie there, which we just saw the ping, but Mandy can come over and deal with that now. 4 to get there, and she's got 5 AP to deal with it. He is a small one. So first point of combat. So a piece of lumber, if we hit with a lumber, we can do 3.6 to 4.4 because of her skills. As soon as she levels up, that goes up even more. So I want to try and take him out in 1. Now, this does a minimum of 4.1. Again, very high chance. We have to be very, very unlucky for us not to take it out in 1. Now, that door is broken, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful. Now, where I've just moved Mandy to, sometimes that can be very bad, because if a zombie comes here and he's a big fat zombie or something with 25 HP on his head, we've got to take it out. We've got no other options because you can't get anywhere out of here. So again, try not to put yourself in corners like this because it can cost a run. Some more bread. That's good. This turn, I am going to get you to drink that beer. It won't, because the alcohol's only 3, it won't send us drunk, so we don't have any negative effects. So it's worth taking just to get our satiety and hydration up. I don't think you had any water. No, you didn't have water. You had bread. But again, we'll keep that bread for a little bit. It's good for 87 hours, just short of 4 days, so we haven't got a rush to do it. Nothing there, and you can't do anything. So let's switch over to Seth, see if Seth has any better luck. Helicopter book, we've already done that ending, so we won't be doing it on this run. If you do look at the map, it has unlocked all the special places. So military base and a checkpoint. The research centre's been unlocked as well, which is on the map somewhere. There, the research centre. And also the harbour has been unlocked somewhere. Marina. Seaside and the marina. So if we was to find 3 boat books, we could pivot the ending and go straight for that ending. But again, I do want to try and do that challenge run on this one. But again, it's probably the driver's one of the best characters to actually do one of them long-term runs. One, because your car can get round with having less fuel tanks. And the second thing is, like I said, you have visibility of all the locations, where if you go back to season 3, we were struggling to find the location for that end goal. Was it? No, it was season 2, sorry. And this will be season 4 or 5 now. I've done quite a few runs. Okay, let's end the turn. Now, because our HP is max, I'm not too worried about keeping our hydration to max. But if your HP isn't full, having full hydration will give you 0.5 health every single turn. So again, really good. So let's, I will drink something on you. I could have just drunk the beer. I'll drink the beer because that's going to give me morale back. And I'm going to pass the other bottle because our characters are next to each other. You want to do any trading at this point. Now, you've got 2 flashlights. Both of them's broken, so that's fine. You'll end up breaking that down. Oh, I forgot we started with a street map. Because of the driver. Driver starts with a street map. Okay, that was bad on my turn. We could have actually planned a route a lot better. And there's another street map I've just spotted up there for the second character. So we will go and collect that. And we will collect the bone because bone is great for bone glue, which is great for repairing gear. Okay, I made a bit of a bad move on that one. You can at least open the door. Come here, Seth. We've got no gloves to check the zombie, and I'm not going to give myself a disease this early in the day. What I'm actually going to do on this occasion, I'm going to get Seth to plan us a better route out. We've actually already got the route planned. Grocery store. But if I can find a 2 for around 4, I'll take it just to highlight the map a bit more. So it's 2 for 4.8, yep. So highlight a bit. So we've got 2 more houses up here. And there was nothing in the centre because it says their available place is 0. So again, if we had done the map on the last tile, I would have gone up to house. Because that's going to be the best chance of cars. So not a great start. But we've got some water. Seth, you're in a good position. You can't really do much except for you can move there and pick up that wood. And again, the reason I'm picking up all the woods is because we can make wooden needles. We can make... actually, we are going to make a wooden needle now. We can't finish it until we get a knife. But we can borrow the knife off Mandy to do that crafting if we really want to. Okay, Mandy's got quite a bit of AP. Let's come and search this bottom. And then there's the other room. We'll go up there and check it on the next turn. A backpack. That is great. Especially for Seth, because Seth's going to be carrying a lot of the crafting ingredients. Let's come up to this window and just see if anybody was about. They're not. We've got a book for clean attack. A good one to read. Less condition loss off weapons can be really, really big. Do I want to try and... I've got water. The question is it going to be worth it? I think I'm going to take a probably a bad call, but I'm going to search that zombie. I will get a disease. But because we've got max... I'm glad I did. We got a gun. We got another skull bag. That's really good. Okay, let's pass the turn. Let the zombies take their turn. See if there's any zombies. Okay, we've done pretty well with no zombies being about here. Now, we want Seth to lead the way. There's a zombie there. So what I'm going to do is move Mandy into that spot, because Mandy's the one that's going to be doing the fighting. It's a very big one. And he has a lot of range, so I'm going to have to take him out. So the fighting knife on this is doing about 5, and I've got to get for 22. Basically 21.7. So it's going to take us 6 attacks to get through this. We have got the AP. But I didn't want this knife to be used this much this early in the run. That's not bad. We got through to a little less. So while we're next to each other, because we've got 2 bags on the one character, that's a 20 and 50, that's a 15 and 40. We want to give the better of the bags to Seth, because he's going to have a lot of the crafting ingredients. And I do want to keep that book. So light, who wants the better light? I'll give that over to Seth, because again, and Seth can hold the gun, because there's nothing I can do there. Main thing we need is more weapons. That's what we're struggling with at the moment. Okay, Seth, you can come up here and collect the loot that the zombie dropped, which is just a rag in this occasion. And let's search and see what we can find. Guidebook. Now, we do not need any guidebooks, because we already know where every place is. So I'm going to leave those. And pointless for us to collect. Okay, Seth can't do anything either. I do want to switch to Mandy quickly to make sure she's drinking. Because remember I said about getting the health back? Because she's got a disease, she's going to be losing 1 from the disease, but she's going to be gaining 0.5 for being well hydrated, 0.4 for well fed. So she's going to lose 0.1 health a turn, which is, it minimises that cost. That's the only reason I did what I did, knowing I could minimise it. Before we do the next turn, I do want to control Mandy first, because I want Mandy to come... No, actually, I want Seth to go out there, because he's the one that's going to be carrying it. So let's search what you're at. Couldn't find anything useful. And come out, open the door and come and collect. I definitely want you to pick up the street map. A bandage, really good. And then you'll have to pass one of them. You want the Bowen. And you might as well pick up the plastic this early in the run. And while you've got some AP, equip the backpack as well. He's back down to 1 AP. And he's currently got another 9.5 space in that bag. Okay, we can't do any cooking because we haven't got a pot or a pan or a fire starter. So those are going to be our main 3 items we're going to be looking for. Okay, and where was we leaving from on this map? We're going north. We've got to go to that grocery store up there. Okay, so Mandy, the only one to is going to be the chair. Search the chair. Another light, we'll take them. Just while you've got some AP, you can go up towards the entrance. Just make sure there's no zombies about. And I will put you this side just so we can get some more vision. There is a zombie, but it's only a call. It's going to take him 1, 2, 3 turns to get to any of our characters. So we're fine. 6.3, nothing to do on there. And Seth, do you have anything to eat and drink? I mean, you could send yourself drunk. But I don't think I need the 8 morale yet. Just drink water on this occasion. And you've got no AP to do anything. Did we do the water on Mandy? We did. Okay, so let's end the turn. Seth, I want you to go straight to the entrance. And Mandy, I want you to come and double check down here to make sure there isn't a car hidden. There is a Bowen. I will go and collect the Bowen. Because we can't go through this turn. So if you look at Seth, it's going to take him 10 to get through. And he's only got 8.6. So while Mandy's got some spare AP, I'm not going to go all the way out for that. If that was clean water, I would have collected it, but it's not. You've got 5.2. Because Mandy's got the extra AP every single turn, it's worth her doing a bit of searching. And again, it's more important you drink more than more than Seth, because again, you're going to be losing the elf every turn. And our satiety is going down, so we're going to get less benefit. So now we're going to take 0.3 damage a turn. But that's fine. We'll recover that disease while we're sleeping tonight. And we've got another 8 hours to search, so we could probably get through 1, maybe 2 more tiles. But we can't do anything this turn. You'll be up to 18 next turn, and that puts you in a good place. And then we'll move off the tile. If you've got IAP characters, you can run through zones very fast. Again, these houses have been fairly small. And we're in a grocery store. So let's get Mandy through as well. I do like both my characters to be on the same tile. It just makes it a bit easier. Now, you can only move 1 a turn. He's easy to take out. A plank of wood will take him out easily. We do know that Mandy has the breach ability. So she can get through any window without having to have a tool. So I might even be worth... Yeah, there's no reason for anybody to move this turn. And then next turn we'll move on nearly full AP. Okay. Same as usual. We want to control Seth. Do we want to put him by the glass door? We can always just move him a tile. I'm just using him more to see... Oh, it's open. That's fantastic. I wanted him to get the vision. So I think we are leaving out the north, because we're going from here to the clothes store. Because again, we want to be heading north all the time if possible. So that is our exit out of this place. You might as well go in and start searching stuff. You've got loads of AP. There is a zombie down there that Mandy's going to have to come and take out. So before... Okay, let's just search this, because otherwise I will forget to do it. Always take your zombies out first before you do looting, just in case I can't take it out on Mandy. Then you've got AP on the other character to come down and help you out. So you can do 4.2 to 5.1. What can a plank of wood do? 3.6. I'm going to hit him with a plank of woods, to be honest. Plank of woods is going to break every single turn. You get 1 hit on him. But there is some more wood on the ground, and Seth's got some wood as well. So that's the reason I did that. Okay. Mandy, because we can't see any more zombies except for this one, which is out of sight, we're free to loot. Pick up the cloths, because I'm good to break down into rags. Antibiotics, absolutely fantastic. I could take that now to get rid of that disease. Yeah, I'm just going to use them. It gets weight out of the bags at least. And while you've got some AP, just put your backpack on. Just keep your weight down a bit. You've got enough to move there, but not enough to search it this turn. So everything here has been searched. Seth will have to do this. He's done the one he's on. We'll leave the 2 counters in the centre for last. A good fish, that's really good. Pots and pans is what we're after from this place, if possible. What's on there? Scrap plastic and a plank, yes. As we've just used some planks. That is really good. Now, these ones here, you can see the yellows below it. You can only check these from below. And you got no AP. So let's just pass the turn. Now, as you saw there, Mandy had a little pop-up saying healing 0.4 every turn. So she's probably back up nearly full health. 2 more turns, she'll be back at full health. Even without me drinking. Okay, let's control Seth again. Search your counters. Just on the first couple of tiles, once we've got all the basics we need to survive, then we could skip some runs if we're trying to do a fast run. So map fragments really useful. And you don't have to pick them up anymore. You can just use it from the place. So it's given us two houses, 4 railroads and a tunnel. So let's have a look on the map. We don't have to pick it up. We can leave it in there. So where does it give us the railroad? It's given us over here. So as I suspected, the railroad was running up here. That gives me a good indication that the railroad would definitely go there. It could cut up this side or it can come here. So I was right by my estimation of where Terminus is going to be. But finding a radio is really important. It'll just give you the location. Now there is another room here, which I think is through that door, not through this door. And I saw a zombie at the top here hanging around. There's nothing I can do except for that. And I'm not going to go out my way to take zombies out. It's just, like I said, we want to move fast. Now, I do still need to check them two at the top. But I want him to open the door. Now, the question is, do I want to put Mandy in the same position again and get another disease? But you see the loot we got from that last time. It might actually be worth it. Now, coffee beans is actually quite good because Seth has got a coffee preference. And actually, I am going to do it. I would prefer to have gloves. It was worth the risk. 15 AP is an emergency item, so if we get into really bad with battle, as long as we've got no drugs in the system, we can get out of jail free. You can't do anything else, Mandy, but you are going to have to keep... We can just eat that. But again, I only need 6, so I'm not going to waste food this early in the run. We know everything's going to be more scarce. And then these crafting ingredients have got to be passed over to Seth. What has Seth got left? Seth's got nothing. He might as well drink. It's pointless leaving it. Now, we do have a few little bits to craft some food, but we do need a way to start a fire. So let's pass the turn. See where the zombies move around. So we do know there's a zombie somewhere down here and a zombie somewhere up there because we saw him for the windows. And Seth, again, I want you to do most of the looting. So I think it's just these two and the two at the top. Being as though you're up here, you can do these two and then leave Mandy to the other. Pan. First stage of doing food. So the only item I need desperately now is a way to start a fire. And then we could cook some nice meals up. He can't get in, but he will get... He's got vision, but he can only get to that square because that's where the lines are showing him. So Mandy's going to check these two and then go up to take him out on the next turn. And we are leaving through that one over there. We can actually avoid him if we really want to. He doesn't have tremendous movement range. How much would it take you to get there? 8.3. Might even be just worth leaving him. I have took a bit of a risk because I'm right next to an open door. But we saw the last... We have got vision all the way into the save, so I think we're safe. 3 hours to sunset, so we do need to plan a run. I think... we need to do a search. Oh, no, we're going up to the closed door. We'll keep down in the closed door overnight. Seth can get up there for 7.2. Yeah, we have collected everything. How much can he move? He can only move there, so that's fine. Mandy, have you got enough AP? How can you get there? I just want you to get there on the less amount. Okay, while our characters are next to each other, this is the perfect time to do an exchange. So Seth needs to have all the food items. Because he's going to be doing the cooking when we do get it. He's got a pan again. He could use that as a weapon if he desperately needs to. Is there anything else we need to trade across? Well, you've got 2 good items. Oh, that's broken. That's broken. Oh, that's broken as well, so that's pointless. We'll give that lantern over to Mandy because she's going to do the fighting and she might need the vision at night. We'll give the umbrella over because you've got the better of the backpacks and we want a street map each. And we've actually pretty good with spreading it out. You just need to have the crafting items. And we'll keep 1 rag on Mandy just in case she needs to cover a window. So she's down to 1 AP and Seth's at 1.1 AP. So we're pretty good considering we've only got 1 backpack. You can have 2 shoulder bags and 2 bum bags, or fanny packs as the Americans call it. So nothing else we can do this turn. We're just going to make sure we're not losing any AP. That's fine. And Mandy needs to drink because she's got to counteract that HP loss. But we are going to get to sleep pretty soon. And again, the zombie is attacking down where he saw us last. He can't see where we are unless we went into his vision range, which would have been that tile there. Okay, 8 to go through. It gives you 6.4 on the other side. If you're new to the game, never zone with no AP left. Unless you've got no other options. Because you don't know if you're going to get ambushed on the other side. But if you've got like 6 zombies around you here, then taking a chance of 1 person attacking you the other side is going to be better than 6 attacking you on this side. Okay, Mandy's got a bit of a light. I need to get into something. There's a window there and there's a broken door. Seth got some. Yeah, I want vision range inside the building. So, Seth, you do that. Okay. So, we've got 2. Can only move 1 square each. Because we're going to keep down here for the night, we do need to take these out. Seth's going to have to open up a window or something. Now, we could do getting an hammer pretty early on, because an hammer will allow us to repair broken windows. But Mandy might have enough to take out both these. And again, if you take out the head, it kills them instantly. If you take out the body, it stops them from attacking you with the claw attack. And if you take out the legs, it stops them from moving. So again, it is always best to just go for the head attacks when possible. And again, taking them down gets a chance to drop a rag. And sometimes you can drop a second item as well. Okay, I'm just eyeing up what options I've got. If I move there for 1 AP, you can still take this out. But you might have to use your knife because it's 3.7. Yeah. I just don't want this knife to break though, that's the problem. Because we can use it to craft some items on Seth. Okay, neither one can do anything. That's fine. Let's just pass the turn. We've got 1 more turn before it's dark. And I do want to try to bed down in this room at the top here. Because this has a broken door. It has a broken door there as well. So it's not ideal. So, Seth, I want you to come straight to this door. And I want you to get in straight up to the window and cover it. Now, we could go and collect planks and stuff around here, which might be useful. Just looking at 14 AP, you're pretty good on AP, Mandy, so I just don't want to aggro any other zombies. That is a shoulder bag. That's going to be useful for Seth. Yeah. I want you to come and collect as much stuff as you can while you've still got AP. But I want to leave you enough to get there and close the door. So you need 3.1 there. So that's fine. If we move you there. It's just less for us to do in the morning when we wake up then. 5.1, you need 2.4, 2.9. And again, for me to move a tile, it takes 1. But if I move, say, 4 tiles, it's only going to cost me 2.8 because I get a saving for the bigger move I do. And then we'll collect that plank there. We can search the stuff in the room we're in now. That's fine. Close the door. And we just got to hope it's safe here tonight. I want you to just go in the centre just so we can give Seth some stuff over. And I want to move Seth away from that window. Now, the one thing you will learn is don't ever stand next to a window. I think that's okay. You can keep 3 planks on your AP, still 1. You're not going above that, and you both got a street map each. I think I'm going to pass that knife over. And you take the pan just in case something attacks you. You've got an attack weapon. You have got the HP. I'll keep that on you. And again, we can't start a fire because we've got no fire starters. So Mandy's job tonight is going to be read the map, try to get some locations uncovered and search this room. And then Seth will get you to move up in this corner, just so you're away from the window. And then you're just going to be crafting. So you should be able to craft a wooden spear now. That is going to be your top priority. For the rest of the turn, that will give a decent weapon. And with Dex 4, you should be getting high quality weapons to give Mandy, so Mandy gets something to fight. And Mandy's got no AP, so we'll pass the turn, and now we're into night, so you'll see the map go darker. And there's the map. So we don't have any vision range. Now you can get a cat eyes book, which gives you 1 tile in front. If I attack any zombie on any of these tiles around me, I'm going to have a negative hit chance penalty, which isn't good because it just means you're wasting AP. Okay, so let's Mandy do the searching, and then she can go right next to Seth for the night, just in case she gets anything else that's going to be useful for Seth and the crafting. Got a denim jacket. Possibly going to be useful to pass that over because, again, Seth can do the repairing on it. Brilliant. That is a good item. Again, it's another emergency AP item. Because we've got this one, again, I will keep them on the fighter. What did you just collect? 2 scrap metal, that can go over. And you can pass one of your planks over as well. Have you got enough to check? Actually, no, you need to move off this tile, Mandy. I'll put Mandy there. The reason I needed to move off is because this is a crafting bench. So if we do any repairing for clothes, it's going to be fast. It should be 50% less, but we will test that in a second. So AP there, use it all on that. Brilliant. And I want you to finish that off as well. That's fantastic. And then take the pan back off and give the spear over. So that wooden spear we've crafted is an eye durability and 100%. If we can find a dex book for Seth to learn, then his crafting items are going to be very high durability. So he's going to take less loss every single time in the attack. I think I'm going to keep the knife on Seth because there's certain recipes that need knives. And I think I'm happy with that. We don't use painkillers, so that's just onto Seth. And again, our weight, we're still low on AP on both. So that's fine. So Seth can't do anything else. Have you got anything you can eat? We can eat the fillets of fish straight off. I am going to show you how to do this. So it does say it can cause a disease. Now a disease will happen 2 turns after you take it. So I'm going to get this to, again, it would be better to cook, but we haven't got any way of cooking, no firelighters, no matches, no nothing. So I'm going to get you to eat that. Now, we're not going to get to sleep before 10 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock, if we get a disease, then you can just sleep the disease off tonight. So again, it's better you to have some citation. We'll drink the water. We haven't got much left there. If we need to, we can always take the water off Mandy and share them amongst us. Mandy, you're going to need food as well. This one, because it's already been processed, it won't give you a disease, but it will give 7 citation over. Again, you could turn that into a meal to get a lot better. You've got 3 missing, so I'm going to get you to eat one of them as well. Then I'm going to get you to drink a water out your own bag. So yeah, you still got that disease. There's not a lot you can do except for pass the turn for both. And then on the next turn, Mandy's just going to be searching with the map. And Seth is just going to be doing some crafting. And I'll bring you back in the morning when they both get up, unless somebody attacks. Okay, welcome back. So our 2 characters have just woken up. It's dead on 6 o'clock, which is perfect because now we're in the daylight. Just to show you what we've done. On Mandy, what she did is uncovered all this area here. So we've got a route now, planned house. Again, I could have done with a search here, but we'll do that at the next house. Because again, we have got a route all the way up here, so we could go house to this house, possibly, and then up towards the gas station. Fire station would be very good to visit, because that's guaranteed weapons there. But again, we have got to keep moving fast. We are on day 2. We've done really well on day 1. We managed to get a lot of tiles done. Also, Mandy, with the extra AP she had, she started reading Clean Attack. So she's nearly halfway for that book already. That cuts down the weapon loss. And on Seth, what he managed to do was craft a second spear. So now I've got 2 good spears on Mandy to attack with. That's her main weapon. I did make a bit of an error where I lost a fighting knife, which I wanted to keep that low condition to make a knife spear when I find that recipe. But again, it happens. He was using the wrong knife. I didn't see it. So she's got 2 good weapons to attack. We do need to get that water done. We haven't got any food, so we do need to get that sorted. Seth, he repaired the bags. So that's up to 98% now. That's up to 94% and gives us 2.4 temperature, which are really good. We possibly don't need to search the rest of this building. We could just go and immediately move north now, because we've got a good piece of clothing on both. And if you look on Seth, again, I repaired his clothes up, so that will give us 2.4 temperature. At the moment, we don't need more than that. And I've repaired the bag up to 87% and the other bag up to 82%. But because we've got no unbagged weight at the moment, she's not wearing the other one because it gives us an encumbrance. Now, we could break these 3 down. I should have thought about that last night. But we can repair them. And also got her to make a brand new knife as well with the stones she's been picking up. So she's got a stone knife as well. again, we could always use that as an attack weapon if push comes to shove. And I think I am going to do that. I am just going to get straight north. There's a zombie there. Okay, which zone was we leaving out of? The left one, really. But we do need to take this guy out. 12 to get to there, 9 to get to there. I'm just trying to think if it's worth... No, because we want to go towards the firehouse, so we've got to go out the left. So, Mandy, what you're going to do is go to this square. It's blocked, so we'll have to take that route. Glass shards can be useful because you can use them to craft knives as well. But let's just take out this zombie. So these spears are starting off at 3.3 and they can do up to 4.1. So I've got about a 50-50 chance roughly to take this out. And because it's nimble, as you see, it dodges a lot. Seth, you could get there for 4.1 and Zoan for 13. I'll get you to come and pick up this glass because, like I said, it is useful in crafting. And I'm getting you to go to that location. And then I'll get Mandy to come to next here. And then we'll sort some clothing out for both of you. Now, this one is very high durability, where the one on Seth is only poor. Or low, sorry. But again, it's going to be good enough for what we need at the moment. Temperature at the moment, both our characters are about 11.4. 11.4, so we're in a good position. Can't do anything else this turn. And the next turn we'll zone through to that house. We can dig through debris with our bare hands, but that would take like 4 or 5 turns to try and get through that, even if we use both characters to try and do it. So it's not worth it. We'll just have to divert, search a new zone. And again, we are searching, trying to find a car. That is our main concern at the moment. If we find a car, we could jump halfway up on the map. So, who's got AP? You've got some AP there. I want you to go to that square just so we can see both sides. And I want you to come over here. There's a zombie there. He's not very tough and he can only move once, so we don't really need to take him out. I will come and collect that hoodie. Just in case I need another set of clothes. And again, that hoodie is 17%. It gives us something to repair. Ah, there's a zombie down here I didn't see. A little more dangerous. He can't get to us. And you can't get to us. So where Seth is we're both safe. Does Mandy want to come and take this out? I think Mandy does. We could do if trying to find the recipe for repair kits. Or find something to repair weapons. You dropped a kitchen knife. Okay, you've got no AP. This can only move 1 tile, so again, I'm not worried about taking that out. It's going to take him ages to get round to this window. And by that time, we'll be off the tile. We do need to plan another... So we can go up to that house. What we was going to go last turn. We just took 1 extra turn, so we've got to leave out that side. Seth. Let's get some water inside you. It's the last of your water. We've got that to give hydration, so we'll take that. It gives satiety, that's fine. We can make another milk if we need to. At this point, it's pointless just keeping this stuff on us for no reason. You can be drunk as well, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Mandy, come and collect that kitchen knife, because again, that's another weapon. And we used all our rags crafting the night before. Do we want to try to go into the out? Yes, we do. We need to still search at the moment. And that's the petty theft ability. That's why I sent Mandy over there. It's because she can open windows without needing a tool. And we haven't had an axe. And we haven't found a crowbar yet. Couple of bananas, that's good. That's food for both of us. Okay, how much? Mandy's got 9.9. I think on this turn, I'm just going to get Mandy to go there. And that's our first level up on one of our characters. Okay, so this is on Mandy, who's our fighter. So she could get an extra 50% on melee attacks. She could get 1 for body attacks, which is not going to be useful because we're doing head attacks. and we can get one for 50% less AP consumption for a path you've already been to. We're not trying to revisit paths, we're just trying to keep adding north. So it's an easy option, and this time more damage. You have a little bit of water there. I'm not going to use that can because, again, that is AP and that could get us out. That could really help us out. What I'm going to do is quickly drink the water. Again, I haven't got to move it over. I could drink it straight up. Actually, I'll take it over. That's fine because you've got the better bags to hold the items. And we keep these bottles in case we go by a park. We can just fill them up with dirty water and then cook it when we find a way of being able to start a fire. Nothing else we can do this turn. Okay, next turn, Mandy, open the door. And I want to send Seth first. A survivor. Now, again, you could get another survivor, but it takes possibly 3 to 4 turns to be able to get one by talking to him. But what we can do is trade with him. They might have something to trade. So the only thing you've got on you, which I would love to get hold of, is a gas can. Because if we do find a car and the siphon, I might trade everything I possibly can for them 2 items. Because if we do find a car, we need a siphon to be able to put the gas in, or we need a siphon to get out. And we know there's a fire station pretty soon on our run. We could take all the fuel out the fire station, up to 5 fuel. So I need to try to make this happen. We don't have much to trade, and I might have to trade some of my medium items. So that's very low, very low, low. We're not using the gun, so I'll train the gun out at the moment. Don't need painkillers, I can trade that out. That is really good because it basically makes us dodge an attack. Is any of these... No, they're both low and poor. That one's a bit better, so let's keep that. That's acceptable. I can take that out. Is there anything else that you consider low? What I might be considering that. I mean, the only other thing goes there, but that's a very high. Shovels can be very useful. Screwdrivers can be very useful. Medium, I. I mean, a second skull bag, but I think this is a better version than skull bag. Yeah, so I don't need that. Don't need guidebooks. I might be able to get rid of one of these medium items and chuck in some low stuff. Let me work this out and I'll bring you back. Okay, I've come up with a trade which I think is okay. All these 3 are broken, so I've exchanged 3 broken lights, painkillers I never use, and a gun which I can't use because I've got no ammunition, for a gas tank, siphon fuel, and just some crafting ingredients. I think that's a good trade. The only other thing I would want to try to trade for is the crowbar, but we don't technically need that because Mandy's ability, she can just get through the windows, so we don't need that. Again, it's a fairly decent weapon, but I think that trade's about the best we're going to be able to do. And again, we've kept our bag, which I did want to try to keep until we can get tote bags or a duffel bag on our shoulders. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Siphons are very, very good. Like I said, if we find a car, we can just take the fuel out there. So I'm very happy with that trade. Okay, Seth, let's, we need, it doesn't look like a massively busy house. I mean, Mandy might be able to come up there and just leave Seth in here. Book for a knife spear. That's very good. That's what I wanted to keep that other knife for, but it broke. But again, I can easily make knives. Okay, Mandy, is there anything else I want to do on Seth? You got a little bit of water there, so you might as well drink it. That will give me a little bit of citation. Let's use the lowest one. That's 15. And we'll keep the other one in case we want to pass it over to Mandy. So yeah, Seth's finished with his turn till next turn. And this is the problem with the driver, is if you don't find a car, then half his abilities just becomes no good. Now there's somebody out there because I've just heard a moan. And we've got the second better backpack. That's fantastic. That holds 20 and 50 weight reduction. So at the moment you're at 1.1 AP. You have to unequip the old one and then equip this. We're down to 4.4, but we're at 1 AP. We need to get that lower than 4 really for us to take to get our AP down to 1. Where was we leaving from on this house? The house up towards the left hand side, that one there. I'm going to put Mandy there, and I've just got to hope this guy can't come for the broken window to us. Actually, let's make it a bit safer. And we can leave out that door there. It's no good putting our characters in danger if we don't need to. And just while we're next to each other, you can just trade a couple of them over. We can put the spare backpack there. We can break that down if we need to. Or we could use it as a trading item because it's high value. So again, we'll probably keep that for trading. So 1.2 and 1.1 AP, we're pretty good at the moment. What's your knife? Kitchen knife. That's 1.6 to 1. Okay, swap the knives over because that's slightly better attack. And give them medicine each. Okay, I can't quite get that AP down to 1, but that's fine. 1.1 and 1.2 is pretty good for me. Normally by towards the end of my runs, my characters are running like 1.8 AP a turn. Okay, Seth, let's open the door. I'm just paying attention to the time as well. We've got plenty of time. It's still morning. So we need to leave there, but we've got to get visibility. We do know there's a zombie down here. Okay, and that's this is Seth's first level up. Could do head strike for more damage, but again, I don't run in fighting. Clean attack, again, same. That's an attacking perk. I think I'm just going to take his perk. So now a car uses 67% less fuel. So basically 2/3 less fuel. So our car's our last main season was 1.4. Take it down to about 9. Take it down to about 5. 0.5 AP a turn, which is just superb. Seth, you don't need to... I don't think anybody needs to interact with this zombie, to be honest. Mandy? You're probably going to have some AP spare, which I did want to happen. So we've got 5 AP to spend. And this is why I've got the book on everyone. We're going to this tile, but we need to plan something in front. So there's a 1 there. I'm trying to find a 2. There's a 2 there, but I don't know if that's going to pick up the one I need. It has. I do want to be visiting houses. Like I said, I want to try to get towards that fire station, not towards a railroad. And it was what I thought. There was a railroad running up here because it was just a nice empty path for one. So, yeah, we're going to go up to the left-hand side on that one there. We're not going to worry about uncovering that, but that's going to be a railroad because it leads onto a railroad. So I know what that is immediately. So yeah, we chose right, going to this house, and then we'll get to that house and then try to swing back round. Or if we get a car, we can just speed up it a lot faster. And that's what we're hoping for. Nobody's going to waste AP this turn, and the next turn we'll zone through into a new zone. And I've still got 6 AP left, and then that's the other side of the blockage we've seen earlier. Now, this can't see us because the red squares without the 3 slash marks in there is his vision range. So if we go up towards the north, we could get away from him. We want to be leaving out the north side anyway to this house. Because you've got some AP, I just want to come up here, out that zombie's range and see what's up here. Just a plastic bottle with dirty water. Just come there so you can get vision for Mandy. That's better. Mandy, it's your turn to come through. And you've still got 9 AP, so you can go straight into the building. This guy's safe, unless somebody's really like a nimble zombie comes racing out there. But again, you can't plan for them eventualities. So let's put you into that cell there. You've still got enough to search this. Okay, that's fine. And we've got another fish. 18 society. It'd be lovely to cook that in a meal, but we need that lighter. And nothing else can happen this turn, so let's pass it. Like I said, if push comes to shove, I will eat them and get the disease and just deal with the disease. Okay, how many rags have you got? You got 2. That's fine. I'm not going to go out my way just to collect the 1. Jewelry out there is very good. That's I think it's an eye trading item. There's a zombie there because you just saw the little red circle appear out there. So we know Mandy needs to come into the fighting, so she can come up. Only 5 HP, so that's good. So these spears now are doing 3% extra damage because we've used them multiple times. It has no chance to take him out. What other options do I have? Does the knife have chance? No, has no chance. So again, let's keep using the spears. It only costs 2 planks to craft them. Yeah. And now we're up to 4% damage on the proficiency. Seth, you can come searching this side here, and we'll send Mandy to do them too, and then we'll come down. Now this could be outside. The houses have been quite small recently, to be quite honest. I don't know if they did a change in game. Okay, that's our first light we've found. What isn't broken? I think we found a lantern that wasn't broken, but that's good. Okay, no more AP on Seth. Have you got anything you could... Just eat the banana. Just drink that last of the water. Nothing else you can do. I mean, that will give me satiety and hydration if I need to. But we need to find more water. So hopefully there's a kitchen down here. That's what we desperately need, is a kitchen for food items. Or restaurants is the next one. Is there any restaurants near on our route? Park can get us water quite easily. We might have to be... like I said, I do want to get to that fire station. Because that's the only place I know pretty much where there's guaranteed fuel. We will pick this rag up because we're on the same tile. Couldn't find anything useful. Not great. Sleeping pills. Again, that's just going to be a trading item. And I am going to put... No, okay, I can't do anything. I can't move. And again, I am a bit worried about that, so Mandy might have to eat that fish. It's 1 o'clock. We'll be sleeping about 10. We won't get the disease till about 3. And it's about to get stale. So yeah, just eat it. Max out your satiety. If we get a disease, we'll get a disease. We'll just deal with it. Okay, he's a big one. So what I'm going to do is just open the window. Collect that. It is going outside that door, so that's fine. We might just leave out one of these. So which was the route we was leaving out of? We actually need to find a link. Otherwise we've got to go... Oh, we're going up to the house in the north, isn't it? That one there. So the easiest way to leave out is this window and this window here. Yeah. Hopefully both them zombies will walk around this way and follow Mandy, and Mandy will be zoning out next turn anyway. Okay, that's that done. Seth, did you check this one? Yeah, you've checked that one. Let's go to the couch. You could get up there for 8, but you might be able to get there quicker if we move there, get the plank, and then open the window. Every time you go for the window, there's a chance of getting sprained. So yeah, we have got there a little less. 5.6 and the 1.1 to move. So we got there in 6.7 instead of the 8 walking all the way around. So I'm happy with that. Pass the turn. 2 o'clock. We've got time to at least search this and possibly another house as well. And we've got our first car of the run. Even if, but to repair it, we need a spanner. Okay, I want Seth to be checking it. It is broken. There is 0 fuel. We have got a little bit of fuel. What items are in there? Spanner. We can actually repair it. We've got 2.3 fuel, so we can at least move it one tile. But I think we can do even more with Seth because of his 60% less. Just trying to work out the quick maths in my head. So our fuel is 2.3. I reckon 1.3. Probably just over, probably about 0.5 a tile. So we can move 4 tiles with this. We could probably move straight to the fire station. But we've got to repair it. Okay, I think that's our route. A nimble one there. Now, I don't think anybody's got anything to do this turn, so we'll just pass it. See if these zombies spot us. They have. Okay, that's fine. I want Mandy to come in and take that nimble out first. Oh, there's another big one there, but again, we might be able to get off the tile before he gets to us. He had quite a lot on his head. Let's move you to there just so we can have a look in the room. You might go in and pick up the planks of wood. Okay, let's see how much Seth can repair this for. He has got the spanner. Repair with the wrench. Maximum AP. You could actually take it all the way down in one turn. Because your dexterity is giving us a 200% bonus. Oh, wicked. Now, you got no more AP to do anything, but we could be off this tile next turn. Now, also as well, because if we're going to be taking this, let's take the food. We desperately need food. Anything we don't currently need, we can just put away. Takes our weight down. Let me sort this out and I'll bring you back. Okay, I've sorted it out. So, I'm going to get Seth to eat the orange. That takes his citation hydration back up slightly. We've put everything in the car we don't need immediately because we're going to be using this car. And his AP is now down to 1. And Mandy's is down to 1.1. There's nothing I can do with hydration at the moment. I could do with searching this out, really. Mandy's still got 7.3. I think I'm just going to get her to start searching the house. There's water. It was the right call to search the house. And what I can also get it to do is pick up a couple of these planks as backup weapons. He's going to get close to the car. We've got one more turn and then we'll leave off the tile. So I'll get Mandy to pick up this, come to the car, and then we're both going to move. That's in the next turn. Now we have got to watch. We're 4 o'clock. We've got 6 hours before it's nightfall. And now the disease has happened because of the red snapper. Again, it was a risk we took. We can't get our hydration all the way up, but we are pretty good on Mandy because she just found that water. But it actually got us the food we needed, so it was worth doing. We're going to lose 0.1 HP, so that's not a lot. We could easily take this guy out with 7, but like I said, don't fight fights that you don't need to fight. And to leave with the car, you have to be in one of these highlighted yellows around the car, otherwise the car goes without you. Let's just store that extra wood you just picked up. And you've got to keep the water because you need to do it to counteract it. Okay, Seth? You're the driver. You've got to fill the car up first, haven't you? Refuel it with anything you've got. Let's see how far it'll take us to drive. We've got no route. We've got to link these two routes up. Okay, Mandy, you've got some AP. Please say you can... Oh, there's a 2 there. I just spotted for 4. That's absolutely brilliant. Can we link these two places? Sort of. There's nothing in the middle there. So we would have had to gone on a railroad this way. Switch over to the driver, Seth. So you can go all the way to the fire station and it's going to cost 1.8 fuel. Then we can get some more fuel there. Then we can go from the fire station up to the gas station, get more fuel. Gas station straight up to the church. I mean, we could do a vision and electronics store just so we can get the radio so we know the exact location of Terminus. But we could find a radio at the fire station. I think that's the way. Hardware store as well would be a good one for trying to get. But the electronics store would be better. Yep, we'll go straight to the fire station. And this is the power of the driver. Why has it not allowed me to do that? Is something blocked? That's blocked. Okay, let's try that again. So he's tried to go out the zone and immediately we found a block tile. And good luck, it hasn't used any of the fuel. So it is going to take us more fuel to get there now because we're going to have to divert round. 2.2 now to get there. Let's try this. We got to the fire station. Not a great sight round us because there's a few big... he can only move one, he can only move one. So we've only got to take this guy at the top. Please say, Mandy, you got some AP. You can get there for 1.9 AP. Attack this guy. Your weapons have got a very high chance of taking him out in one. That's fine. We needed that to happen. That's where the fire truck's going to be. 4.5. We could send Seth to do it. But I think Seth's safe enough this turn. He's only going to get 10 next turn, so he's not going to waste any AP. And we're too far away to do anything. So what you might be worth doing, just trying to get your AP down. How much so there's no fuel in the car. But we should get some here. That's fine. You need to take out both gas cans. So you've got 2 gas cans and a pump. We can get 10 fuel. 10 fuel will nearly fill this car up. Take it up 2/3 of the way. Okay, pass a turn. And there's another zombie down to the south I didn't see before. We've got 3 hours. We probably have to bed down at this fire station overnight. So if that's the case, Seth, any food in the car that you need to take. We'll take the bread, we'll take that, just in case. And coffee beans we can't do anything with. We'll give you 2 of them in case you want to craft a spear overnight. We'll give you 4 so you can craft 2 spears. You've got thread. You shouldn't need to craft another knife. And we can't light the cigarettes yet because we've got no lighting source. But again, fire station you think might have a good chance of a source that will light something. Okay. Got the plan. Mandy first. Again, drink your water so I don't forget it at the end of the turn. And I want you to come. But that will aggro that. I need Seth to move. We are going to clear all these zombies if we plan to sleep here tonight anyway. 4.5. I don't think I've got any weapon that strong, but I will have some soon because I can get axes from here. That's fine. We've just put enough materials on Seth to craft another 2 of these. What's the range on this one? Quite a lot. Seth, you can come into this space here now. And I want you to cover that window. Mandy's going to come down and fight this next turn. Oh no, there's big guys in here. That's what I didn't want to see. He has quite a lot of movement. He has good vision. And he's a big boy. Might not even be a good idea to stay here tonight. But would it be better to stay here than the gas station? There's normally quite a few zombies at the gas station. And again, just a reminder of people, we are playing on Apocalypse difficulty. So there is a more chance of these bigger guys being here. Seth's got AP. I'm going to have to try to do some looting. We might just have to run around and just ignore this zone. I need him to get to that square. And I need him to check the kit. Now, this zombie can't get to me. This zombie can't get to me. They can block me the route for me to get out, but I've got a door here. A primitive fire starter. It's better than nothing. How much fuel? 9.9 fuel in there. I can fill both my tanks. And that will put 10 fuel in the car, which we could probably get all the way to Terminus on this day. If we had a route and we knew where Terminus was. We want to retrieve the fuel. We'll get 2 fuel for 1 AP. So we won't get it all out this turn, I don't think. There's still a little bit left in next turn. Okay. What has Mandy got? Let's put... Okay, Mandy's got no AP. Mandy... Why is it taking 2.1 to get in there? Must be something to do with the disease, which I haven't accounted for. Okay, let's end the turn. So it is costing you a lot more to get around at the moment. Which isn't great because you've got to make sure you're out of sight of both these zombies. Okay, Seth, retrieve all the fuel. I'm tempted just to leave. But again, this would be a great place for... No, I've got to take the risk. I need to try and get an axe. That's not an axe. Get there for 2.5, 4.5. I could get down here, but I know there's a zombie down there. At least this will get his sight, and then he will follow. Okay, this guy is quite powerful, but he can only move one to... So that tile would be free. Neither one can get to that tile. Pliers and a skewer. The problem is if I move there, then he's going to block me. And I can't take him out quite easy. Yeah. Mandy, you're going to have to go to that square. You've got the aggro of both these zombies now. And then Seth, you just need to... Hopefully there isn't a zombie here. There isn't, okay. We could do with trying to get 1 axe at least. Couldn't find anything. Okay. Can't do anything more except for Mandy, you're going to have to drink. You've got to cut down that HP loss. Okay, end the turn. Okay, Mandy. Could you get... You can get here for 2.5. Ah, there's two more zombies out there I need to get away from. Because the window next to me is broke. Shovel. Can you get back to the car? No. And I don't think I can risk going that side. He's there. I should have stopped this side. Now, I think the one thing we did actually forget to do is search the truck. We said we wanted an axe. There's an axe in the truck. And 2 wood glues. And a lot. Oh, that's great. Can you pass any of that over? Seth's got the fuel, so that's why Seth's costing more. But you've got the disease, so that must be costing you more. 1.4. 1.2 each. We'll stick with that. And I've just got to hope that this guy can't come round to Mandy. Because I don't think Mandy's got any more. Seth, move there. Mandy should be able to move down now. Okay, end the turn. It's going to be night on next turn. Which isn't great. I need to get back to the car now. He's just blocked the slot. Okay, we need to get that lantern, one of them. We use the lowest one first. We can open this door. I don't know if I can get round there to that. I'm just planning. Mandy's got more AP, but she's got the issues. Seth, come up to here. So he's there. We can actually get out the door. You've got no light on you, have you? That would be a waste. Seth, go there. Okay, Mandy, how close can you can get all the way to the car in 6? Can you get there in 6.4? We'll take you there because Seth's going to have to close the door. Well, he hasn't got to close the door. We've just got to leave the tile. And you've also got to fuel the car before we can leave. So it's a good job I did save some. Max, refuel it. We're both next to the car. Let's drive. Question is, how come it would only cost us 1.8 to get to the church? Churches can be very dangerous, but there is a room normally. And I'll take the electronics store. The reason being this is next to a dangerous place. This isn't. So if we go to the gas station, we'll have to pair up the gas. Yeah, electronic store is going to be the best bet. And it's coming to the end of day 2. Okay, there is a few zombies around us. That can move one tile, so Seth would have to move here to be safe. What about you? You can't get anywhere. Unless Seth goes in the building. You would have to open the door, get in there. Has Mandy got any AP? 4.5. 2.1, 2.8, 3.5, 4.2. But if anything's in... Okay, I'm just going to have to play this safe. 6.6s can be easily took out. Seth, move there. Let's end the turn. Let's get some AP back on our people. And again, if we want to... Oh, okay. Seth, you're going to need to use your light again. Not Seth. It was Mandy who's got the light. Drink that water to cut down that HP loss. Don't want to use the charge. It's got one left. I want to use the other one just so I can trade the other one away if I need to. Okay, that's fine. If you come to the... Have you got anything you can trade with the car just to get a bit of weight down? Okay, yes you have. Okay, you don't need your shuffles. You will need your spears. We'll keep the axe on you. You don't need pliers. You don't need skewer. We'll keep the second lantern in case we need it in emergency. And we'll put the bone glue. And Mandy doesn't need the gas can either, so that can go in the car. Oh, we collected a gas can. Have we got now 3, which I didn't realise? We'll keep that. We'll keep 2 rags on us. I think that's about as low as I'm going to be able to get you. Yeah, you're at 1.1, that's fine. 1.9 to move there. It's going to take you 2 attacks. Wooden spear broke, that's fine, that's what I wanted. That should be small enough for the knife. Okay. Same here. I'm going to check the axe this time because, again, if I can get this done in 1 AP, it's better. 10.5 to 12.8. That's the power of the melee build I've got on here. Okay. Seth's got a bit more AP. Oh, I chucked it on the floor. Oh, no, that zombie dropped a wood glue. That's fantastic. And I want you to do the same. Seth, you're not going to need metal tonight. That can stop in the car. So yeah, there was a second fuel tank you didn't fill up with the car. So that's fine. The car's got enough fuel. You're going to need the rags out in case you want to repair any gear. Pliers can go away. Keep the starter on us. We're not going to do a fire. Skewer can stop on you. We'll put the umbrella away for the moment. I'm just trying to get as much weight as possible out of here. Coffee beans we'll keep on. It's not going to make much of a difference. And we'll put one wood away. That will give us 4 to craft 2 spears. That's as low AP as I want you to have. That's a display. Gloves, finally. That's the first set of gloves we found in this run. There's a zombie in the room with us. He can't get to us, luckily. I could get there for 2 and I can still take him out. I'll get there so I can check the unit afterwards. Don't want this to break. We've got the wood glue on Seth to fix it. But we can't repair the door because we haven't got an hammer. So we can't sleep in this room tonight. It's not safe. Seth, okay. No, don't store items. You've already checked that. I want you to come down here. Another torch. Move you there and let's cover the window. I didn't really want to waste the rags. But that's about the best we can do this turn. We need to find a room to be able to bed down in. And Seth, have you got a light or something? You have. You can use that 8 times. I want you to use the light this time. Let's go by a unit just so we can use it. Is there any... There's nothing I'm hearing. There's nothing I'm seeing with red circles. That's fine. Mandy, did you search that? No. Let's search it and get you in this room as well. Tape. Fantastic. We do find the recipe for advanced repair kits. Or repair kits. It needs tape. And we can't craft that. Do we want to pick up some rags? No. I want you just straight into the room. Seth, did you check the one behind you? No. And I want you to cover the windows. There's a door broken there. This is not safe to spend the night either. And there's a zombie there. That's why I was wanting to check. I was hoping there was another room. We haven't got a lot of options. We're going to have to fight him. 3.3 isn't much. If I send you on to that, then you can collect the wood at the same time. We just might have to sleep with a broken door. Not ideal. But I think it's what we're going to have to do. Okay, axes. We're up to 7% proficiency with these wooden spears now. They will start doing more and more damage. Mandy, you've got a little bit left, so I want you to move there. Pick up the spear, what's underneath you. Again, our crafted wooden spears are all I. Durability. This is a poor one. So we just done one attack off here, so we've lost 7.9. So we can do another 11, 12 attacks with this one. But the poor one will be using about 10% each attack. Okay, Seth. No, let's do Mandy first. Let's search this unit. An alarm clock. I thought that was a radio. That's what we're after. Seth's got 3.3. I don't really want to go in view of them windows. So I want Seth to move up over here. There's another room. If we use the torch next time, we might be able to have no broken doors in this extra room here. So it's worth the risk. And we've got 7 more turns on this flashlight, so let's just use it. And if there is something to fight, we can just get Mandy to fight it. Don't need to take all guidebooks, as we said. There's a zombie outside the window. That's got to be killed. That door's not broke. That door's not broke. Doesn't have much health. But yeah, we've got a plan. Mandy, did you check that? Yes. And he's fairly weak as well. We can... It's because we're attacking him out of visual sight. Close it, cover it. I want you to get there. Oh, you haven't got the vision. It was Seth. Seth needed to move there. Never mind. Close the door. You move there, Seth. You should be able to uncover everything. Who's got cloth? You haven't got any cloth? Please say Mandy's got a cloth. Mandy's got a cloth. But if she moves there for 1.2, she's going to be invisible light. I really want to block up that window, but if we stop up in this top half, we might be safe to sleep. We need to get Mandy out of that tile, though. But that's going to be next turn because she's got no AP. Okay, you search this shelf. Alarm clock again. We do need to check the rest of this building. I need that radio. That's not good. Somebody's just come in. You got 2 turns left on here, so let's go and use that. There's 2 there, and the big one. It's quite big, but our axe is quite good now. But I can't let this break, so 21. Yeah, 21% on this. I've got 1 more attack and then I've got to switch to a small knife. Oh, brilliant. We got him. We got rid of him. He was the dangerous one. Again, not worried about wooden spears breaking. I am worried about whiffing attacks, though. You don't have enough to back up and you're right by a broken window. Not great. Okay, Seth. You've already used that. Let's come down here, pick up the plank. Search this, and I want you to move back up in that corner. Digital watch and a screwdriver. Again, screwdrivers are good to fix stuff. To fix the radio if you find one, but we've got to find the radio first. Gloves are really good condition. That's really good condition. Okay, so I think your job tonight is craft some more spears. It's there. And I'm going to get you to craft 2. You can craft it really fast because of your dex. Okay, we're just going to have to pass the turn. Hopefully nobody hits Mandy. Now, that what to the point is because it's got no morale. And I want you to move here. Have you got anything to get your morale back? Not really. We've got no novels, to be honest. We'll get you to start reading that clean attack. But I'm just going to put you straight to bed now. Just so you can get some morale back while you're sleeping. You get, was it +1 a turn? Yeah, +1 a turn while you're sleeping. There is some cigarettes in the car and we've just found that makeshift lighter, so that might be an option. Seth. You don't have a lot. I just want you to craft these spears more than anything else. And you did both of them. That was fantastic. Keep 1 on you this time and pass 1 over. And you can drink the water. Satiety. I'm just going to get it up as best as we can. We're out of water again. You can take Mandy's bottle. You can take the one that's only got... Well, they've both got 1 charge on it. That can be used 12. That can be used 6. So we'll keep them over here. That can go. You don't need that. Seth's got the better weights with his bags. And we've got another bag in the car we can easily do. You only need 1. Let's take that over. We want the tape. And we've already repaired your gear up to good condition, so that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to pass it until the morning. All Seth's going to do is just craft a couple of items and repair some gear, and he'll be sleeping too. I'm bringing you back a little early. We've just had a zombie come through this door here. And he's attacked Seth as well. So Seth has got a disease, I think he has now. Oh no, it's not a disease. Okay, that's fine. So Seth, what have you got? Have you got the small torch? The problem is that door's not... That door's not safe now. He's a fast one, that's why he's managed to come in. There's nowhere really except for these two tiles for us to be able to sleep. There was a zombie that attacked this down the bottom here, this door as well. So we know there's another zombie on the tile as well. Okay, Mandy, you're going to have to come and do the fighting. So 3.1's easily spear territory. So Mandy, just because we know there's zombies about, have you got... Oh no, you left your makeshift arm in the car. Let's put you there. I want you to use your map. I have been using this just to try and get a route up to the north. And you see it does take a lot of AP to get up the top here. But Binzo, you got nothing to spend your AP on. We found Terminus. I just need to find that link in that road. We could go straight to Terminus. It's only 2 hours to the morning. We are struggling with cetacean and hydration. But if we can get up to 20 AP and then leave the target straight to Terminus, there's probably going to be a blockage somewhere in between. We just need to survive the next couple hours. There's 2 zombies just appeared. One up here and one outside the door. And Mandy's just used all her AP. It's not good. Just move to here and then just hopefully then people just don't have long movements. Well, they haven't entered. Is it worth trying to sleep? Seth, you've got nothing else to spend your AP on. Let's use that book and try and find that link. 10.5. We've got a link. And I'm pretty certain the car's got enough fuel to go straight to Terminus. But we do need to have AP when we get to Terminus. I'm going to risk it. You've got to try and sleep. We've got to get this morale and energy back up a little bit at least. And we'll keep Mandy's AP just in case something attacks her, and she should be on max AP to attack. Yeah, somebody else has just come to the north of Seth because I've just seen the circles. There's a circle above Mandy. Because Seth is high-dexed, he has got a good dodge rate. We are bleeding. Do we have any way to deal with your bleeding? Does Mandy have any way? I swear I picked up a bandage. Might be in the car. We know this room's compromised. We can't stop here. We know the car's in the safe. These have quite a big distance. How is Seth doing? Seth's good. There's another big zombie there. And again, these have big eye attack and a lot of action points. We need to get off this cell. We need to find somewhere safe just to bed down. Or just get... We need to get rid of that bleeding. This is the only option we've got. Door's broken. There's a zombie down there, but he isn't that hard to take out. Even Seth might be able to take that out. Mandy. 6.2 to get down there. You're going to have to take it now. This is the one I'm worried about. And it's a nimble. It's not worth fighting. Seth, how far is this car can take us? There's just too much on this zone for us to deal with because we're right next to a dangerous place. How much fuel's in the car? We've got a gas can in there, haven't we? Let's fill it all the way up. Yeah, take that. Use your AP to refill. The car has 8.7 fuel, so we can get pretty much anywhere we want to. I could get straight away to Terminus, but I haven't got enough AP to react. And it's going to be full there. I think my best option is do a quick stop off at an house. But it's next to a dangerous place, I don't want that. Grocery store could get us food. Then we could easily go from the grocery store up to here. It's only going to cost us 2.6 fuel. Would that be the best option? Yes. It's better than the option we're in now. We know there's at least 5 zombies around us. Okay, rainbow. There's two zombies there. There's a zombie up here as well. Seth, move here just to get us visibility. There's 2. This might not even be a good idea. This tile's just too full. Just need to find somewhere where I'm not surrounded by zombies. 2 zombies is not terrible. Mandy could take them out. You can't get to that square. You can. So I want Seth to get to here. We need to check the car for a bandage. Sleeping pills as medicine. Take the medicine. If you need to run an emergency, just use it. Okay, let's get everything crafting wise into the car. And wood glue out. We need to repair that axe if anybody's got a chance. Oh, we've got to take that soldier zombie out as well. Seth, can you get down to this square here? You can, 3.2. Okay. The plan is repair Mandy's gear. Use the HP item if you're less than 10. This will only repair it once. Gives it 60%. You've got enough spears. I'm going to take the axe all the way up. We've got to survive this. Mandy, you've got 11 AP. Take the big guy out. If we need to, we can always send Seth to take this one out. Need to get out of his range, though. If Mandy can take this one out fairly quick, then she could turn around and take that out. And then Seth can get out the way of this guy. And then the next turn we'll take that out. It's getting a bit airy right at the final hurdle. And I need to do it with the fire axe. This should give me good damage. 10 to 12. This can take it out. I need it out. Brilliant. Only dropped a rag. Take this one out as well. Fantastic. So you're the only one I need to worry about. Mandy still needs to move off a tile. Mandy's got enough AP. So Mandy goes there. Seth goes here. This guy can't get to me and I can't see anybody else on the tile. I think that's the best I can do. You've got no water. Let's just put them water bottles in the car. Don't need sleeping pills. Don't need painkillers. Anything we don't need goes into the car at this point. We're not going to do a fire. That can go away. We're not going to be doing fuel if we're going straight to Terminus. That can go away. We don't need wrenches. We'll keep the screwdriver because it's not a bad attacker. That can be used 4 times. We'll keep that. We don't need a digital watch. We just need to get everything off us that we don't need. Not too worried about temperature, so those gloves can possibly go away. We're not going to read recipes at this point. We've got our map sorted. We're probably not going to... We'll keep 2 rags in case we need to make an emergency bandage or something. Actually, yes, that's what you can do. Make a bandage. Why didn't I think of that? Next turn you finish that bandage, it should get rid of your bleeding. Pass the turn. We're going to have to fight that big guy next turn. But that's going to be Mandy's job. I say it's going to be Mandy's job, but we technically don't need to do that. Seth. Eels bleeding may cause an infection. That's fine. You have an infection. Didn't somebody have an antibiotics? Or did we already use it? We used it. Okay, never mind. You've got 10 H. Let's get your health up to max. Now, the question is... You've got 0 morale. Let's see if Mandy can smoke that cigarette just to give us some morale. You would have to start a fire. No. If you could have started a fire, we could have used them cigarettes to get your morale back. What else have you got? Emergency AP item. Doesn't give you morale. We didn't get lucky enough with morale. I don't know what the penalty is for 0 morale. You're depressed. Depressed HP by 1 turn and reduces AP recovery, which isn't great. I think we wait here until we max AP. Mandy, come round here. Take this guy out. He's the only problem we've got immediately. Wait 1 turn. Okay, Mandy, you're nearly down, so use that medicine. Problem is I can't use that now. I shouldn't have done that. Seth, let's try our luck. We do have enough to settle this. We could literally go into this place. No. We'll try our luck. Might not be the best call, but if we can get all the way to Terminus, all we've got to do is run. Oh, wow. You can get there for 13 AP, Seth. You can get all the way to Terminus for 13.8. Seth's there. Mandy, can you do the same? No possible path. Oh, she's blocked in, so she'd have to kill. You've got to attack that. Have you got a path now? Not enough AP. How far can you get? 12 point. Is the fence broke? It isn't. And you can't use that now because you're faint. We're going to have to do this. There's nothing else you can do. You've got nothing to drink. We've just got to hope they can't take the fence down. There's a lot of big boys there. Please take one of them out. You took one of them out. The only good thing in my favour is you can only have 4 zombies on a tile. So it is very hard to take out a 60 HP fence in 1 turn for zombies. We've just got to dive for the entrance the next turn. And it's day 3, 9 o'clock in the morning. But there's a lot of zombies' turns to happen. Please, not many more. Let me have my turn. Please, come on. Move to the tile. Yes! And we just got the achievement for surviving as a driver and reaching Terminus in 3 days. I'm never doing that run again. And on Apocalypse we did it on as well. We could have picked up a survivor halfway. We finished at 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, 10 o'clock in the morning. We still had until 5 o'clock the next morning before it kicks over to the next day. So we could have got that survivor. And it'd probably help us out in fights and stuff. Especially if we'd been like a firefighter. That is the power of the driver. Again, a driver I think would be good on a long run. If you're doing the long run, have every single location unlocked except for houses, it's going to make them long runs really better. So let's have a look. It took us 2 days and 4 hours. 12 locations visited, 25 zombies killed, and 283 survival score. Again, it's the same normally with most of my runs. 50% of all my AP's being used on moving. And we've visited 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think there's about 70 locations on the map. So again, we barely touched the map. At the very start, we was a little suboptimal by coming to here. We could have gone around this side. But I think that's about the optimal run you could actually hope for. But we did find a car, but it wasn't until day 2, was it? Okay, let's proceed. We've unlocked all the jobs on the last time, so we have all the jobs unlocked that can be unlocked as of yet. And we managed to get 9 survivors to safety. And again, this will be up after my other runs, but as you know, we've done it on 5 different jobs now as well. It doesn't class the soldier because that was my additional character, not my main. These have to be main characters. But we will try and do one. There is one which is a pacifist. I will do a run with the pacifist. But when I do that, I'll take the ability to have 2 extra survivors with me. Just so we can have some combat people. We've done the helicopter, we've done the Terminus. We will do the other 4. And again, that is my fastest run. Some of these runs didn't succeed, or there was 2 runs I had to cancel because one we failed, which is this one. No, actually that one, the one we completed in 7 days. That was the one we completed in 5. And I had 2 failed runs on Apocalypse Driver where we just didn't find cars. One got up to 12, 13 and I got ambushed. But that's quite a good score. So again, not every run succeeds. And if anybody does want to see other failed runs, I'm more than happy to post them up. But at the moment, I've got the videos. But hopefully you've enjoyed that. And hopefully you'll come back for the next season. Thank you very much for watching.